How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Crypto Emergency Meeting. In the last video I made, I talked about the emergence of a double bottom at this level, and that for this double bottom to be valid, we needed to see a break of the neckline region around here. So what that means is this chart needed to come up here, break this region, sit at this level, and then we can begin to look for potential buys to the upside. And of course, when we get to this region, we have another obstacle in the sense that there's a resistance here. So what can happen is that we nuke back down from this region back to where the move all started, or for the scenario 2, what can happen is that when we get to this region, so when we break the neckline, we sit on it and then we make a push up. When we come back here, we can make a slow grind down this way, and then eventually we make the move up to break this region. And this is the bull scenario. If this happens, it means that there's a full reversal in motion, and we should be expecting a new all-time high, because what that means is that we're going to continue moving up this way until we come here again, and then possibly make another move to the downside, depending on how we react. If the move is sharp, then we might nuke, but if we come down slowly, there's a tendency that we might attempt it multiple times until we break the region and make the new all-time high. So anywhere around this region, the market can change course, can either go up or go down. So it's best to take it one step at a time. But from what we are seeing right now is that the market is beginning to range. So it tried to break this line multiple times. No thanks to all the Trump tariff wars with China, there hasn't been much momentum in the market, and what we are seeing right now is that the market is beginning to range around this region. So between here and here, we're seeing candles that are neither going up nor down, and that means that the market is ranging, and which is not bad. So we can see this happen for a while, and then we can now see this eventually break this region. So my take is that something similar to what happened here, if you look at this region where we had this range for a bit before we moved down to the downside, I think that's what's currently happening here too. So I'm thinking that we're going to range here for a bit. It might be 2 weeks, it might be a week, but most likely 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to be ranging here before we make that potential move to break this neckline. So my best case scenario is that you wait. It's not advisable to trade when the market is ranging. This is where most people get stopped out. People try to change strategies and looking for what's working in the ranging markets, but it's best to just sit out and wait for the time when the market wants to give you those moves. So that's about it. That's my take. Nothing much has happened, and we're still expecting that move to the upside. So these are all bull scenarios, and for the bear scenario, what can happen is that this might just be a lower low, and then all of this move can just be a lower high coming to this region, and then what can happen next is that we'll make another lower low this way. And if this happens, then it means the bear market is in. The reversal didn't work out, and there's no more move to the upside. So what you're going to be looking for are all sell trades. It means the reversal is in, and we're going to be coming down to this region right here, the 2.25 region, or the 2.0 trillion region. If we look at BTC, and what that's going to mean for BTC is that we're coming down to the 65 to 60 region for BTC. and that's about it. So it's the same for the BTC chart. Everything I said on the total crypto market cap chart applies to the BTC chart. We're still waiting for that push up to break the neckline, and what we are seeing right now is a range in markets. So for the past 4 days, we've just been seeing daily candles that are going nowhere. We've broken this trend line, and then we're sitting on it, and then we're ranging. For other altcoins, they haven't really shown much momentum. This didn't really go high. It broke this neckline, but it couldn't go higher, and it's retracing backward. For Coin, it's the same thing. So we're currently here and we're still ranging. So what I would expect to see for the bull scenario is that we range a bit, and then we eventually break this region and we go up. For Coin, it has been the most bullish coin of this period. You can see a head and shoulder formed pretty nicely at this region, and that brought us to this particular weekly resistance level. So I'm expecting that if we range a bit and then we're able to break this particular region, the next target for Coin would be, let me see, would be around this region, the 1.6 region. So that will be about 78% move to the upside, which would really be a good thing for the bull scenario. C. This was one of the trades I took, but I'm fully out now. I didn't get to my TP, but I got out somewhere around here, and it began to retrace. AAV is all the same for altcoins, so I just marked this level in case of the bear scenario, because every time we've had a consolidation like this, the market has come down. If you look at this, we had this, it broke this level, the market came down like this. Again, we had like a consolidation here. What happened? Broke it, we came down. Another consolidation here, broke it, came down. And now we're having something similar here. So I'm just looking at this, and it might just be another move to the downside, but I might not take it because it's not looking like there's so much pips to get on that trade. I'm waiting out for the big move when the market is going to be trending. So it's one of those scalp trades that you might want to take on the lower time frames, but I'm not going to be taking it because I'm looking out for the higher time frames. Litecoin, the same thing. Tau, the same thing. So all these lines are indicating a BS scenario, trades that you can take to the downside in case the market goes down. Solana, same thing. We're waiting for a reversal, but in the event that reversal doesn't happen, we're going to be shorting all these coins. There hasn't been much momentum in the markets. Everyone is pretty much waiting for that bounce confirmation before they get into the market for either a long or a short trade. Altcoins are down really bad. Let me quickly look at Banter bubbles to see what the market is doing. So if we look at today, Trump coin is pumping. Okay, not much, just 59%. If we look at the hourly charts, not much too. There is no momentum in the market, there is no volume. Most coins are ranging. So we have all of this. If we look at the 15-minute chart, fat coin 1%. So there isn't much momentum in the market, even for the bear scenarios. So I'm going to be looking at this guy here. Going to be looking at this guy. If I come to the 4 hours, so it has broken this region. Let me clear this out. So it has broken this region. I'm going to wait for it to try to retest this region. I'm going to wait for it to try to retest this region, fail, and then try to make a move back downwards. If I see this, I might take an entry this way. Put my stop here. 6%. And target this, please. Which is about 14% move. Looks like a pretty decent trade. If this happens, I'm gonna trade this. So this is gonna be the trade for the day. But I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna wait. Let's see how it goes. So that's gonna be it, guys. The market isn't giving much, so if you're not very good at trading, it's best to just sit out and wait for the trending opportunities. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.